Welcome to the Summer Nationals at the South Park BMX track in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm Paul Higgins, and this is the fifth stop of the BMX Road to Glory. Now, the last show you saw, Christophe Levesque was the big winner. Who will be the big winner today? We'll find out. We'll also have a great BMX dirt jump designed specifically for this event. All the great action here at Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, coming your way.
Taking a look at the course, you can characterize it as a bit of a jumper's track, with the second straight being very important. Now, after that, it's mostly downhill. After the left berm, you get ready for a tabletop into a decision maker, with the pros taking the inside line. From there, it's very fast, with a double-double to a step-up, with a sprint to the finish. Now, every rider has their favorite track, so what do the top pros think about this one?
I love it. It's my kind of track, long first straight, really fast. Jumps are pretty cool. I love it, it's really good.
It's a good track, doing really well on it. My hype is hanging out well, so hopefully they'll do well.
Really good. Last year, Schwinn and I went to a lot of mains here. I rode really well, and I'm happy to be back.
It's a good track. It's fun. The weather's real good. Last year it was super hot here, so I didn't have a good time. I'm having fun today. There's going to be a jumping contest too, so I got to do a little racing, a little jumping.
Here are the rules of Pro BMX Racing: 8 riders in 3 mains, $2,500. All 8 riders race each other in 3 mains. Objective is to accumulate the least number of points in the 3 mains. 3 points is a perfect score. First place equals 1, 8th place equals 8. Whoever finished better in the 3rd main breaks the tie. And taking a look at the pro overall standings, John Purse sits up top with 87 points in 22 races. And as you take a look at the rest of the pack, we get ready for race number 1. Charles Townsend, his goal is to become number 1. Danny Nelson, nicknamed the Thunder. John Purse, in 1995, he was the number 1 pro. Randy Stumphauser's 19 years old. Neal Wood, very powerful out of the gate. Brian Foster's always a threat. Jason Richardson, very fluid rider. And Craig Reynolds, he's been racing for 15 years. We get set for pro main event number 1. And we take you to the gate with the likes of Neal Wood. Randy Stumphauser, number 2, looks on. And Brian Foster ready to get it on here in Pro Main Event number 1. The start's important. This track, mostly downhill, characterized as a bit of a jumper's track. The second straight is very important, but out of the gate in a hurry is John Purse. John Purse is your leader. Danny Nelson in second. Plate number 7, Brian Foster, he's in third. John Purse definitely in control of this race. Sweeping left turn for John Purse, still in the lead. Nelson in second, Foster in third. Through the decision maker, the inside line, John Purse, your leader. 1 more turn to go. A set of double doubles, and he will be your winner if he stays upright. John Purse will win the race, with Danny Nelson finishing in second, and you see Brian Foster in third. Well, here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, we had the opportunity to catch up with Chris Carriasso. Not only does he race BMX, he also cross-trains with Thai kickboxing.
Basically, I just use it as like a cross-training for BMX, get an overall strength and everything. So, overall it helps me out, my endurance and everything, so I'm really strong.
From Thai kickboxing to the BMX track as we get set for the 15-year-old expert class. Chris Carriasso in this lineup, he wears number 855, but it's Steve Harold and Larry Camera, pedal to pedal in turn number 1. Harold shoots out to the lead. A rider in the back of the pack goes down hard. Steve Harold is still your leader. Andrew Preslin now is in second place. Chris Carriasso, he moves up to third, with Larry Canberra falling back to 4th place. Harold through the decision maker. Very smooth, very rhythmic, into the last turn. Harold still your leader. Preslin in second. Carriasso, the Thai kickboxer, he's in third. A good sprint to the finish. And Steve Harold led from the first turn, and he comes away as your winner. Taking a look at the final results, Andrew Preslin is in second, and Chris Carriasso finished in third. Lots more racing your way, including the Superclass main event. We'll be back with more of the Road to Glory right after this. The 1996 Summer National is being brought to you by Ross Bicycles, building quality bicycles for the family for over 50 years. And by the NBL, the best in BMX. Welcome back, and it's hard to believe. Yesterday it was raining cats and dogs here. It was raining sideways, but now we get set for the 1996 Superclass lineup. And we've got some great racers in this race, including Trevor Fell, number 347. And Ross's very own Bobby Ivanella. He's also a wrestling coach. And George Scase, he wears plate number 13, and that is for good luck. And we are underway in this Superclass event. These guys are out of the gate in a hurry. This is a downhill race course, especially after the second straight. Into the first turn, Philip Downell is the leader. Trevor Fell in second and Justin Loffredo in third. What a race we have in the making here. Downell in the lead just by inches. Trevor Fell in second and Loffredo in third. Coming around the last turn, Justin Loffredo loses it and Bobby Ivanella pulls the pass. Downell still in the lead. Philip Downell comes across the finish line as your winner. Trevor Fell in second, and Bobby Ivanella moving from fourth to third. And we go over to the 16-year-old expert race. A great lineup of racers in this particular race, including Kevin Doherty, Robert Pierce, and Dustin Wiedemann. And out of the gate, we are dead even. 5 racers dead even coming into the first turn. We'll weed them out as we go. And it is Doherty in first place. Pierce in second. Fighting for third, Dustin Wiedemann and Mark Hildebrand. Look at Doherty shooting out to a huge lead. This guy's on fire. Kevin Doherty, if he doesn't fall, he'll win this race easily. The real race is for second and third right now as Doherty will come across the winner, and it looks like Robert Pierce will secure second and Wiedemann in third. But how about Kevin Doherty? He led it from the first turn, and he never let up. Robert Pierce in second, Dustin Wiedemann in third.
We are in the staging area where the racers get ready to go to the starting gate, and we are here for a good reason. Now, you've heard of father and son teams. How about grandfather and grandson teams? That's what we have right here. This is John Rohde, and John is 58 years old. He's the grandfather, and this is Brian Satmary, and Brian is 8 years old. Brian, what do you think about your grandfather racing?
He's good.
Is he good? I heard he was pretty good at motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Now, are you going to follow in his footsteps?
Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? Following in your footsteps, you're leading the pack. You're 58 years old.
Right.
You got to get a great kick out of riding with your grandson.
Oh, it's fun. I love it. And I have another one too at home. He's 5 years old, and he's going to be doing it pretty soon.
Now, I noticed that you ride for Ross Bikes. How did that happen?
Well, we ride for this fella named Henry Wilk, and he sponsored us for years. And what we did is we contacted Ross, and Ross wanted to start up a team, and now we got a real good team here going.
You know, I know that some people out there over 50, they don't get off the couch, but here you're on a great weekend. What do you get out of it, and what can you tell the people at home to get off the couch?
Well, it's great. You keep in shape, you last longer, you stay younger, and you go out and all these kids out here, and if anybody's got grandkids, they'll love it, even their own kids, and it's just a great sport.
Well, inspiration to us all. Good luck to you.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that just goes to show you the diversity in this outstanding sport of BMX racing as we get set for Pro Main Event number 2. We're underway with some talented racers in this one. John Purse and Jason Richardson fighting for the lead. Look at Purse come from underneath. He takes the lead. Richardson's in second. Brian Foster in third. John Purse, when he gets a lead, he's hard to beat. Purse coming around that big sweeping left turn, up and over the tabletop. Through to decision maker. The inside line, he jumps both jumps. Jason Richardson in second place. Brian Foster in third. Brian Foster racing for Schwinn, but it will be John Purse in the number 1 slot. The official results: Purse in first, Richardson in second, and Brian Foster in third. Hey, we've got a lot more coming your way, including the NBL dirt jumping competition. We scrape the skies right after this. Welcome back to the Road to Glory as we line up for the 17-year-old expert race. And I tell you what, any one of these 8 young racers can win this race. This is such an outstanding lineup of racers. The gate drops and we're underway. Remember, this is mostly a downhill course, especially after the second straight. Mike Brandt takes the lead. Royal and Acacia fighting for second place. But look at how this pack is spread out already. It's a downhill turn to the left berm. Mike Brandt in the lead. Royal in second. Acacia in third. And Kevin Royal trying to put on the pressure. Kevin Royal right on the back tire of Mike Brandt. Mike Brandt has none of that. He will pedal to the finish. Mike Brandt runs a terrific race. Kevin Royal comes in second. Chris Acacia in third. We move over to the Pro Super Cruiser lineup. And these are 24-inch bikes, a little bit bigger bikes on this track. These guys like to bump and grind on these 24-inch cruisers, and they are doing that out of the gate. Look how tight they are racing through the first turn. Pedal to pedal, they're grinding elbows. Billy All and Robbie Miranda fighting for number 1. Tim Strelecki in third. Bobby Ivanella way up in the pack, but it's Billy All, your leader. Robbie Miranda in second. Miranda not giving up. But it's Billy All still in the lead. Billy taking that right berm very high. Robbie Miranda on his back tire. But it will be Billy All coming across as your winner. Robbie Miranda in second. And Timothy Strelecki finishes in third.
We now take you from a big track to a big set of doubles, where the jumpers are judged on the difficulty of the trick and on how well they land it.
Well, the dirt jumpers are out in full force, just like that big fat Superman by Milo Maloney. How about Brian Foster, the no-footed tabletop? From a tabletop to a crash, Isaac McCrae. Very clean one-handed seat grab, but it just couldn't pull it around. Rule Erickson, he throws a nothing to a no-footer. And then the man from S&M Bikes, Chris Bennett. Check this out. This is a big, clean Superman. Corey Nastasio with a huge backflip. Just couldn't find the seat. And Rule Erickson, a bar spin to a no-footer. That's called a truck driver. This Superman, he crashes that one, could not pull it off. Brian Foster coming right back at you. Huge turn down, extending it out. And Von Homan, a bar spin to an X-up, really clean. Brian Strebe styling with the one-footed extension. Rule Erickson, check this out, the 360, but he just goes too far around. And sometimes a lack of speed gets you stuck in the canyon. Ouch, just ask Von Homan. Well, these riders are being judged on style, creativity, and difficulty of tricks. Also, how long and how far they hold those jumps. We'll have the final round right after this. Welcome back to Pittsburgh for our final round of the dirt jumping competition. And you know that young lady had her camera out for good reason. Watch Corey drop his jaws right there. Check it out. He got the biggest response from the crowd all day long. Corey with the backflip, but he loses his shorts at the same time. And that says something for those baggy shorts. Well, Milo Maloney went for broke on this lofty tail whip. Well, Von's attempt at a double bar spin was near perfect, and that's just what you have to be on that trick. Well, Brian Foster was perfect with a little room to spare with this tabletop 360. Check out what I mean. Brian Foster laying the bike out flat right there with the tabletop, brings it around, overcompensates just a little bit, but he's able to bring it back around with his experience. Well, Isaac McCrae can learn something from Brian Foster doing an ET, but not much else. Brian Strebe had a tough day. He can jump a lot better than this, and everybody knows it. Matt Masick, well, he does everything right on this no-hander except land it. No fear in this guy. Mark Cabral managed to rework his seat and still hold on for the recovery. Well, Brandon throws a no-footed can-can, extending it out to the very end. Rule Erickson was one of only a few jumpers that attempted a backflip, and that was for good reason. Taking a second look at Rule's jump, watch how high he gets in the air, total extension, but when he comes down, the back tire hits the return jump, and it just throws him for a loop. Well, talking about a loop, Jimmy Garcia did a few of those at the X Games. Winner of the X Games, he had little trouble with this jump. Watch Rocco. He gets a face full of pebbles here as he goes head over heels into the dirt. Glad to say that he was okay. And Chris Bennett sails high and far with a nothing to a seat touch. Jason spins the 270, but not the 360. Get out of the way of the bike. Yeah! Well, how about this 360 by Chris Duncan? That's just perfect. Derek Tody doesn't quite reach perfection as he comes up short on the bar spin. On the replay, check out Derek getting bucked with the back wheel, hitting the dirt right there. Brian attacks the jump and he manages to hold on. Jordan Spencer forgets to put his feet back on the pedals with this no-hander to what became a no-footer. Well, Ben Atchison pulls a nice 360, but then he throws a McCroy in there, running into the crowd. Well, when it was all said and done, the winner of the dirt jumping competition was none other than Brian Foster. We move from the dirt jump to the dirt track with the 20 to 23-year-old expert class, expecting a great race out of this one. These 20 to 23-year-olds really get after it in a hurry. And early in the lead, out of the starting gate, Jerry Batters has the lead. Brett Lee is in second, very, very tight. Now, it rained on this track yesterday. It rained sideways here yesterday, and they did a great job of getting the track ready for today's competition. And how about this race? Jerry Batters and Brent Lee really going at it. Jerry Batters and Brent Lee, they're going to come down to the wire. It's Batters and Lee. Who's going to take it? Coming down to the wire. Batters has led all the way, and it's going to be at the wire. Jerry Batters comes away with the win. How about that? Jerry Batters had the lead. Brent Lee really fought tough to try to get first place. But it was Jerry Batters with the win, Brent Lee in second, and Marcus Dixon in third. Can it get any better than that? Well, we'll find out, because coming up next, the final pro main event. We'll have more of the Road to Glory right after this. The 1996 Summer National has been brought to you by Ross Bicycles, building quality bicycles for the family for over 50 years. And by the NBL, the best in BMX. Welcome back to the Summer National here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Randy Stumphauser from Fresno State looks on. Brian Foster, he won the dirt jump competition. John Purse, #1 pro in 1995. And Danny Nelson, they call him Thunder. We are underway in pro main event number 3, and a great race coming out of the starting gate. John Purse looking for the lead. Brian Foster right there. Look at John Purse take it high and wide. Brian Foster stepping in low. John Purse and Brian Foster. Randy Stumphauser in third. But look at John Purse. Brian Foster right on his tail. Going into the last turn, John Purse has the lead. Brian Foster closely behind. Stumphauser in third. We're going to go down to the wire, and it will be John Purse, your winner. Brian Foster, a great race in second, and Randy Stumphauser closely behind in third. We get set for the Supergirls race with the likes of Melanie Cline.
I know a lot of the pros will stay after and watch the Supergirls because it's so intense at times. Does it get a little scary out there sometimes?
Yeah, it does. Before, I've been racing for 14 years. You get up on the gate, you knew you were going to win. You knew you were the fastest up there. That now you get up on the gate and you've got 7 other girls up there. They're just as fast as you and want that money just as much as you are, that you do. And it's incredible because before, everyone, they put the women at the end and, everyone would leave, go home. Now we're right after the pros. Everyone still stays up there and watches us race. Makes you feel so good.
That's great news as we applaud the NBL for their hard work in getting young women to participate in BMX racing. What a great lineup we have. The gate drops and we're underway. And immediately Shonda Shaughnessy gets bumped off the track. In the front of the pack, Monica Kelly and Melanie Cline dueling it out for first place. Marie McGilvary right there in third. McGilvary coming on hard and strong. Kelly still in the lead. McGilvary fighting for second place. Melanie Cline and McGilvary dueling it out for second. Monica Kelly took the lead around the first turn and has not given it up yet. The real race is for second place. Marie McGilvary in second. Melanie Cline right next to her. Monica Kelly comes across your winner, and it is Monica Kelly finishing in first. Marie McGilvary in second, and Melanie Cline in a very close third. We move to the Pro Super Award race, and there's no other racer hotter right now than John Purse. He's the man to watch. His plate number is 1, and we are off and underway in the Pro Super Award race. Hitting the first turn, looking for your leader. John Purse looks to be in the lead, coming on the inside. Look at Purse go. He's turning it on already. Stumphauser, Wood, Richardson, and Milham fighting for second, third, and fourth. But look at John Purse go. This guy has been in a groove, in the rhythm all day long. John Purse will win yet another race if he can stay on. Purse looks to be solid coming around the last turn. John Purse is going to be your winner, coming across once again with Randy Stumphauser in second, and finishing in third, we have Neal Wood.
John Purse, big doubler for the day. How do you feel?
I feel great, man. Hooked it up. I mean, the day was cool. The track was killer as usual. Did good here last year. Just worked it through. It was awesome.
Did you work your way up to the win, or did you know you were going to win?
Yeah, yeah. I basically go into every race, feeling that way. But first start, part of the day, just got through the motos, just chilling, getting through the motos, letting it work, letting it go, and then stepped up a notch in the semi and the main, and just followed through with it. It's good.
All right. Well, good job, and congratulations.
Thanks.
The day can't get any better than that for John Purse as you take a look at the pro overall standings. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm Paul Higgins. We'll see you next time from Louisville, Kentucky, in our last stop of the tour.